waiting for our Airbnb, and it's like 35 degrees out. How do you feel?
I feel great. I feel
You got
like,
spit on you. You feel great?
yeah, it's cold, but
It feels good though. It's like refreshing.
oh yeah, I was in that plane. Oh my god, I went to sleep. It was so hot.
I know.
I had to go to sleep.
Trent was like this. I want everything bagel. The reality is we've been sitting on the floor of the museum.
2, 1.
We left the museum. It was so much fun. Now we're going to find food. It's super good, very chocolatey. Don't go to the Rockefeller tree if you're claustrophobic. Good morning, it is our second day. We're waiting at the train station. We actually walked all the way here yesterday because we didn't get on the right bus. Or we couldn't find the bus, or we walked past the bus stop yesterday. But we're going to the aquarium today. And last night I woke up in the middle of the night and threw up.
Yeah.
I gotta get something. It looks so good.
I'm glad this is how you feel. When 2 hours ago we were both in tears.
Try that.
Just want to explain what we just went through. So basically we started going back to get to the Airbnb to pick up our bags at 6:02 p.m. And I know this because I took a picture at the bakery, like where we're eating at in the park before we left. It says it's gonna take like an hour and like 20 minutes, I think, by train. So I'm thinking our flight's not till 9:50, get to the airport at 9. We'd obviously get there way before that if it was correct, but it wasn't. Don't ever listen to that because the trains are never correct. There's always something going on. There's always a train that doesn't take off at the right time. We keep getting on these trains. There's delays. We have to sit there and wait. We're running through like tram pizza people, like sardines in a can. And we get on the train and then they say they're actually not going to that train anymore or that track anymore. So we have to go to another one. And then that one is now saying that it's going to be another hour, even though we've already been traveling for an hour. It's just a mess. So we decided to say whatever and get Uber because even though it's going to be expensive when it was in the city, at least we'd get there hopefully on time. Prefacing this also, we didn't like check any bags. Like these are just carry-ons and you can't fully check in on the app unless you have a carry-on bag. So I tried to like check in on the app, but like they said to finish at the airport. Anyways, get the Uber, which was like $70 something, and I'm in the middle of like 7th Avenue in New York, and like the middle of the city, and I'm like on the phone with a guy with the Uber ride because he can't find us, and he already started the ride, and he's just not being nice. And I can't understand him. I can't hear him on the phone because it's so loud. And then we finally get into the car and I had told him, like, I was like, oh, I'm looking at Citibank. And so I got in the car and he literally was like, I told you I was at Citibank, and just starts arguing with me about it. Which is like, whatever. Go to the Airbnb, and I had it on there to where he was gonna take us to the airport after that, but I just canceled that part of the ride and told him to just take us to the Airbnb. And then we got another Uber, and that guy was completely fine. Get to the airport, try to check in, it's not letting me. Go up to the desk, the guy says, go over to that desk. I go over to that desk, they say, no, you need to go to a travel agent. We go to a travel agent, they're like, yeah, you can't check in. You're gonna have to go to travel assistance. Go all the way across the airport to travel assistance. And they're like, yeah, so you didn't check in time. With basic economy, you have to do 45 minutes before. And I was like, oh, okay, well, I tried to check in on the app and it wouldn't let me, and it told me that I had to finish at the airport. Like, even when I was like in the app checking on it in that real time, it was still telling me to check in the rest of the way at the airport because it wouldn't let me do it on the phone. And so the only way that we could get home was tomorrow at 11:57 a.m. So once again, this is the second time this happened with this airport. Both times we went to New York, we got stuck in the airport, or like stuck for another night. Thankfully, we were able to get this hotel because we were just gonna sleep in the floor of the airport. Very grateful for that. And so thankful for my friend Hannah because she went over and fed my cats and checked on them for me because that was like the main thing. We were just very stressed out about the cats. Very frustrating, very, very frustrating. So I wasn't gonna come back to New York for a while, but I'm definitely not now for a very long time. And if I do, it will not be in that airport ever again. Traveling makes me appreciate where I live because I can see nature. I just don't like cities. All in all, this has been a good trip though. I'm gonna get in the shower.